Took us pretty much all day to do it. Racing around, breakneck speed. Happy days, chilling out. Couldn't want for anything more. In another video, you'll see that I was talking about the cons of using a traditional rotary slasher. So it threw all the grass to one side and created lines of dead grass over the green grass, which essentially kills the green grass. The downside is it puts it on one side and it creates a line, and if you're cutting really thick grass, it just creates a really thick layer of mulch and essentially kills the grass that's underneath that. I've since sold that slasher with its tractor, the Massey Ferguson, and I bought this flail mulcher, which will go on that tractor. So the idea of this is it just mulches the top of the grass or whatever it is you're cutting, just lays a thin spread evenly across everything. So with a bit of luck, it works out really well. But today's job is to get this out of this frame and get it on the back of that tractor. We'll see how we go. So getting there, we just got to adjust the length of the drive shaft. It's a little bit too long. Maybe another hour. There are many different types of flail mowers that you can get for all kinds of machines. I've seen them on excavators, bobcats or posi tracks like mine. I've even got a small one on the end of the long reach arm that this tractor carries. I bought this particular flail mower because it has a side shift, which should help me get closer to the fence lines or even under trees if necessary. As I said earlier, a flail mower works with hammers that are attached to a rotating cylinder. So they don't actually have a sharp edge, so they don't really cut the grass as such. It's my understanding they're called hammers because they smash the grass. You call it what you like, the end finish is very nice. If the grass isn't too high, this looks as good as a mowed lawn from using a lawnmower that you might have at home. So today's the day we test out the flail mower, if you like. Ross and I got it on the back of the tractor. Took us pretty much all day to do it, but we only really had time to test it over about 50 meters, and just to make sure everything was in its place, no nuts and bolts were loose. It sort of checked all those boxes, all good. And I'm going to run out now and run it over about 5 acres of flat land, and if I'm happy with that, I'll take it out the back and do a 20-acre bit of the country that's quite hilly, and it's also really thick, so it'll be much slower going out there. But I want to just try get the swing of things, so to speak, on the flat land. So yeah,
give it a go. Should be good. I really love stepping into this cab. I mean, look at the size of this. It's got to be 1800 5 foot across, something like that. It's just so much room, and aircon, radio, happy days, chilling out. Couldn't want for anything more. I want to show you a little cool feature of the modern day tractor. This has been around for some time now, but for those of you who've never driven a tractor, this is pretty cool. I'm going forward, as you can tell, and you have this little toggle here, and I just got to, as long as I'm going under around 7k an hour, if I just neutral, flick it, and I'm going back. Same speed. I'm in medium, mid gear, and I'm in gear 1. So forward, just flick it forward, goes forward, and here's your throttle. Just push that down. Means I don't have to keep my foot on anything. Happy days, I'm away. If I want to gear up, look at these. Second, and the machine goes first, and again, and again. And the same with the little the minus button there. So very simple to operate. Not like the tractor I grew up on. So here we are. Took about, I don't know, 3.5 minutes to roll out here, and as you can see, it's pretty flat. You see the cattle yard over there, and yeah, it's a nice little paddock. It's just our quarantine paddock. When we bring cows in, we keep them in here for about a week, and one day I'd like to irrigate this and get some good feed into it, but too many other projects on at the moment. We'll see where we go. Hopefully later, maybe next year. Anyway, I'll get this thing rolling and start cutting some grass. So far so good. It's pretty smooth, I have to tell you. And it's, this cab is so quiet that it's hard to tell if much is going wrong. Every now and then I hear a big cow pad or something that makes a bit of a noise, but other than that, it's just the engine noise. So I'll just go around the outside, the perimeter at this speed, nice and safe, so I don't touch any of the posts. I'd hate to touch that, damage it first on this virgin voyage. But once I've done the perimeter, I'll be able to speed up a bit. So much better than the slasher. It's just nothing left in a line, no cut grass in a line, which is awesome. Just turn around here. Make it. It would help if I had my window closed. The beauty about this flail, it's like that much longer. It's like 600 mil, 2 feet longer than my other slasher too, I reckon. I can't remember its length exactly, but even though I teach teachers how to do mathematics, so I'm terrible at numbers. I just, in terms of remembering them, do the calculations, but I just can't remember numbers. I'm hopeless. I blame that on the new smartphones, it's making me dumb. Okay, the perimeter's done. Racing around, breakneck speed, 4.75 kilometers an hour. I could probably go faster than this, but I'm still learning it. But, this paddock is not very thick. In fact, it doesn't even need much of a tipping at all. But it's just more about me today. I'm just learning, getting a feel for what it can do. I'm looking forward to getting at the back and that thick stuff, because even here, where this is quite thin, when it hits a big thistle or something, it makes a hell of a noise. And I think, gee, how's it going to go at the back when I'm hitting some of that terrible grass like rat's tail? Let's see what happens. This display is pretty cool. It shows the speed I'm traveling. At the moment it's 4.7 approximately kilometers an hour. It's showing me the revolutions of the PTO, which comes out the back. That turns the slash or the flail. So it's currently 435. I'm assuming that's revolutions per minute. And it's giving me a diesel usage, so I'm just trying to read and drive at the same time. I think 6.6 is fluctuating a lot. It's around 6 litres per hour. Sounds right to me. I really don't know what the clock at the bottom is showing, because there's no way I've been doing this for an hour, so I don't know what it's calculating exactly. Maybe it's the actual clock and I need to reset it. That's supposed to be the time, I'm not sure. That's definitely not the time, so I'm not one for reading manuals, but I guess I'll have to read up on that and figure out what the heck's going on. Okay, so that mulcher of the flat ground worked really well. It did a good job. I was quite happy with it. Now we're going to take on this paddock here. It's a lot thicker grass, because I had that seeded with some good cattle feed 12 months ago, and it's hilly. So I'm sure it'll be fine, but we'll get into this. It'll take me the rest of the day and probably some tomorrow. Well, that's it. That's 4 hours of slashing down these hills. This is very steep here, but I was very happy with the way the flail went. It certainly spread the load out, the grass out evenly. It's really fine, so it's not heavy, and so I shouldn't get any of my pasture dying underneath. But what a beautiful, beautiful part of the day. I just love this. Part of the reason I started this YouTube channel is to create a record for any future grandchildren that I might have. And so here it is, kids. How good is this? How good is it up here at the farm? It's just beautiful. Smell that cut grass.